They want us to be weak. They want us to be victims. And Andrew Tate is the opposite. But what really freaks people out is that their daughters are listening to Andrew Tate. I was having dinner a few days ago with another good friend of mine that's a well-known podcaster, and he brought up Andrew Tate, and he said, yeah, it's really crazy. My daughters are big fans, and those are high school daughters. So Andrew Tate has broken through absolutely, massively, and had a gigantic effect. And the power structure is insanely scared of him. Now, if he was a bad guy and had this much influence and they didn't control him, they'd be coming after him. But he's a good guy with incredible pull, and that scares them to their very core. And that's why this hour-long interview, uncensored, is so critical. Andrew Tate being able to speak for himself, because now he's become one of the most banned men in the world. There's only a few other people out there. Donald Trump is one of them. I'd say in the top 3 most banned people in the world, it's Andrew Tate, Alex Jones, and Donald Trump. That's why this interview is so incredibly important. We're in a club. It's a pretty elite club, and it's because we scare the establishment. Andrew Tate, great to have you here, my friend.
Absolutely glad to be here, and that's a pretty good club to be part of. So I'm almost happy for the membership.
Where to start? The ban, what you're going through, what's unfolding, what's coming next. We're going to get into so much here today.
Yeah, it was the Matrix attacked me. I knew they always would. They attacked in a very clever manner. I received a strike on YouTube, which prevents you from posting for 7 days. After I received the strike, Meta banned me, which is Instagram and Facebook. They banned me. I filmed a YouTube video to reply to the ban while I still had my YouTube account, because they're pretending they're fair and that it all doesn't happen in sync. They allowed my YouTube account to survive for 4 more days, and then they banned my YouTube account. So the strike was given to me on purpose to make sure that I couldn't post my reply video directly after the first ban, and for them to pretend that there was some kind of degree of separation between the large Matrix attacks. I've been banned on basically every single platform, from Airbnb to Uber through to social media platforms, payment processors, absolutely everything. And you're completely right. I teach people and inspire people to think for themselves. And that makes you the enemy of the establishment, because you are not allowed to think. You're only allowed to comply.
Let's walk through that, because before we started this interview today, you said the most important point is once they silence you, then they can tell whatever lies about you. You're not just put in the phantom zone. Now they can misrepresent who you are.
Absolutely. And that's the number one intention, right? Because when these large companies decide to ban somebody, they also monitor in real time public perception, social media comments and posts, and how people feel about their decision. So to make sure they don't look tyrannical, after they ban you, they use the media machine to lie about you and paint a narrative that you're the worst person in the world, to try and convince the populace that your ban was actually a good thing, so they can get away with their actions unscathed. The lies are a very, very important part of their plan. They're always pre-orchestrated, and they come in hard and fast and heavy across every single mainstream media outlet in real time. As soon as you've been banned, you can no longer defend yourself. You are defenseless.
And what you just said is so incredibly critical, and that's why they're scared of you. When they began their purge of InfoWars in August of 2018, Tim Cook later bragged that he met that Sunday night with the heads of the big 6 tech companies. That's how important the censorship is. And it wasn't just about Alex Jones. It was about setting this precedent, and how they first decided to have YouTube shut me down. First was the strike, so we couldn't respond. It's all very strategic. This is admitted, by the way. Cook's giving interviews to Vice and you name it. Then Facebook, Instagram, all of the major sites, over 60 of them, even LinkedIn, then banned me 2 days after the YouTube strike. And it was all very, very strategic. And this is a battle plan. And they now admit it's a battle plan, which they later used on Donald Trump as well. And now they're using against millions of not just Americans, but people all over the world. And we see the videos in Europe, in the UK, where the man criticizes transgenderism and puts up a transgender flag with a swastika on it, and they come and arrest the veteran at his home. So whatever you see being done to Andrew Tate and Alex Jones and Donald Trump today will end up being done to you. This is a blueprint where they pick out the alpha males that they see on the vanguard, because they're really coming after everybody else.